Lord Brahma prayed Lord Vishnu to divide himself into 4 parts and be born to the 3 wives of Dasharatha, the king of Ayodhya. He prayed that the Lord be born as a man in the world and kill Ravana. Lord Vishnu agreed to help the Devas and pondered about taking a birth in the world as a man. The difference between God being born in the world and the normal man is that he wills and does so, whereas the man has no choice. Lord Vishnu then said, "I will be born on the earth and destroy Ravana with all his relatives and friends and will reign in the world for tens of thousands of years." Then he made himself into 4 parts and desired Dasharatha as his father. All the Devas, Rishis and Gandharvas sang in his praise and worshipped him. In Ayodhya, when Rishi Shringa performed the yaga and while he was making the offerings in the fire, there arose from the fire a figure with matchless brilliance dressed in red and as tall as a mountain. The Purusha, Valmiki, uses the word Bhuth meaning a ghost, but which is not the appropriate word here. So I use the word Purusha, wore many jewels, had a big red mouth and so on. He carried in his hand a gold vessel which was filled with wonderful payasam. He addressed the king Dasharatha and said that he was a Purusha from Brahma. King paid him respect and asked what he could do for him. Then the Purusha said that as a fruit of his worshipping the Devas, the king had been offered the vessel of payasam. Dasharatha should give that to his wives to be eaten and they will be blessed with sons. The king was so pleased, he accepted the vessel and thanked the Purusha, who then disappeared. Dasharatha rushed to his queens. He gave half the content of the vessel to Kausalya. Then he gave half of the remaining half to Sumitra. Kaikeyi gets half of what remains, which is 1/8. The remaining portion, which is also 1/8, he gave to Sumitra again. This is rather an interesting, if not a queer way of distributing. But it happened so. In a short time they became pregnant to the happiness of all, and Dasharatha was so pleased that he resembled Indra in Devaloka. Dasharatha returned to Ayodhya happily after suitably honoring the Brahmins and priests and so on. Dasharatha took Rishi Shringa and his wife along with him to Ayodhya. Lord Brahma got busy to create people to help Lord Vishnu during his sojourn in the world. These helpers were somewhat superhumans. They would be very strong and could change their form at will, were well versed in various astras and warfare. Jambavan the great bear, who had been already created once by Brahma, now came out of Brahma when he yawned. It is interesting to recall that Jambavan was still there during Mahabharata period when he challenged Lord Krishna for a duel without knowing his identity. Later he apologized and Lord Krishna married his daughter Jambavati. Devas and Apsara women produced all the Vanaras. Indra created Vali and the son Sugriva. The Vanara Nila was Agni's son. Brihaspati, Devas Guru, created Tara. Gandamadana was Kabura's son. Viswakarma created the great Vanara Nala. Hanuman, blessed with great power and wisdom, was Vayu's son. Like this, a big list is given, and thousands were born in the world awaiting the descent of Lord Vishnu on the earth and to assist him in the destruction of Ravana and other Rakshasas. Vali was the king of all the Vanaras. In Ayodhya, after the completion of the great yaga, all the invitees left and Rishi Shringa also left along with his wife Shanta. Dasharatha spent his life happily and peacefully waiting for the great day. The great happy event occurred in the 12th month Chitra. Kausalya gave birth to Rama, the protector of the world and who was the incarnation of Lord Vishnu.
Yugam Surya Vamsham Ayodhya Puram Dhritarashtraputram Ramanamaankitam Janaki Vallabham Pitrivakya Paripalakam Anjaneya Odeyam Ravanamardhanam Maryada Purushottamam Ramayanam Shri Ramachandra Charita